From a pragmatic perspective, parking entrance function as a directive speech act because it tells driver where to enter the parking area. Even though it is not a complete sentence, people understand it as an instruction because of the context. The sign helps control vehicle movement and keeps the parking area organized.
Alright, so I will explain the semiotic based on the 10 of sample that we found at Lipo Plaza Kramat Jati. So this semiotic analysis is focusing on denotation, connotation, and myth. So the first sample is parking entrance. Yes, so let me begin with the denotation. So at this level, the sign simply displays the text parking entrance with a right pointing arrow. It also includes the name Sky Parking and the location Lipo Plaza Kramat Jati. The sign uses a blue background with white text, which makes it highly visible and easy to read, especially for drivers. And the sign provides clear and factual information about where the parking entrance is located. The meaning here is direct, practical, and functional, helping drivers make quick decisions while on the road. And next, moving on to the connotation. So the sign communicates deeper meanings shaped by social and cultural context. First, it represents order and regulation, as drivers are expected to follow the direction shown by the arrow. The arrow itself symbolizes controlled movement and organized traffic flow. And the second, the use of English, such as modernity, professionalism, and an international orientation. In urban commercial spaces, English is often associated with global standards and higher quality services. Additionally, the blue color commonly connotes trust, clean, and calmness, which can help reduce stress for drivers entering a busy parking area. The clean and simple design also implies efficiency and convenience, suggesting that the parking system is well managed and user-friendly. And the last is the myth. Based on Roland Barthes' concept, the sign reflects an ideology of modern urban life and controlled mobility. It promotes the belief that public and commercial spaces should be clearly organized through signage to ensure comfort, safety, and efficiency. The sign naturalizes the idea that drivers must follow institutional rules as part of everyday urban behavior. The use of English reinforces the myth of globalization, where modernity is linked to international language use. Overall, the sign presents regulation and direction as something normal, necessary, and beneficial in contemporary city life.
Linguistic landscape. This is a top-down psych product by mall management, English globalization, white Kramat Jati person look identity.
The exit sign also functions as a directive speech act. It guides visitors to leave the building through the correct route. Although it only uses one word, the meaning is clear and easy to understand, especially in emergency situations where fast reaction is needed.
The second sample is the sign function as literal indicator of an emergency exit. So for the denotation, it consists of the word exit, written in white capital letters, a pictogram showing a person running through a door, and an arrow pointing to the left, all placed on a green background. These elements provide direct and factual information, clearly guiding visitors toward the correct route to leave the building. So at this level, the meaning is objective, functional, and easily understood without interpretation. And moving to the connotation, the sign carries additional meanings set by cultural and social conventions. The green background is internationally associated with safety, calmness, and permission. Unlike red, which often signals danger. Green suggests that the exit route is safe and officially approved. And the running man pictogram conveys urgency and movement, encouraging people to act quickly. However, its simple and standardized design avoids creating panic and instead promotes an orderly and controlled evacuation. The use of English also suggests modernity and global orientation, indicating that the space follows international safety standards. And overall, the design connotes professionalism, reliability, and effective safety management. And finally, at the mid, drawing on Roland Barthes' concept of myth, the exit sign reflects a dominant ideology in modern urban society. The belief that safety can be ensured through regulation, technology, and standardized systems. The sign constructs the shopping mall as a controlled and well-organized environment where risks are anticipated and managed. Furthermore, as discussed by Michel Foucault, such signage reinforces urban discipline by encouraging individuals to obey instruction automatically for the collective good. In this way, the exit sign does not only inform people where to go, but also naturalizes trust in institutional authority and normalizes compliance with safety regulation.
Linguistic landscape. This exit sign, a top-down request to safe and movement. English and pictography reflect global standard and accessibility.
The sign "Drink more water for a healthy life" function as a direct speech act in the form of advice. It politely encourages visitors to drink more water without forcing them. In a mall setting, the sign also influences consumer behavior by promoting a healthy lifestyle while indirectly encouraging people to buy drinks.
And the third sample is drink more water for a healthy life. The denotation, the sign displays the sentence drink more water for a healthy life, along with an image of a coconut drink. Literally, the message advises people to drink more water in order to maintain good health. The visual element supports the text by showing a beverage commonly associated with hydration, making the message clear and easy to understand. And next to the connotation, the sign conveys several deeper meanings. First, in terms of health and wellness, the phrase "a healthy life" connotes a balanced and health-conscious lifestyle. Drinking water is presented not just as a necessity, but as a positive daily habit that supports physical well-being. And the second, the natural and fresh image, of the coconut symbolizes nature, purity, and freshness. This suggests that drinking water is a natural and refreshing activity. Strengthening positive association with hydration. And the third is the sign function as a soft commercial persuasion. The friendly design and warm colors creates a pleasant and inviting impression. Instead of aggressively promoting a product, the sign subtly connects drinking water with self-care, responsibility, and a healthy routine. And last, the myth. The sign reflects a dominant ideology of modern health culture. First, it promotes the myth of healthy living, which suggests that a healthy life can be achieved through a simple habits such as drinking enough water. And the second, the message reinforces individual responsibility, implying that people are personally accountable for maintaining their own health through everyday choices. And the third, it represents a commercial wellness. Although the message focuses on health, it also implies that health can be supported through consumer goods, such as the reusable water bottles displayed in the store.
Linguistic landscape. This is about secret by private store. English would to up consumer and support modern marketing.
The women restroom sign functions as an assertive speech act because it gives information about the function of the room. At the same time, it indirectly guides visitors to use the restroom based on gender. This helps avoid confusion and support comfort and order in public facilities.
And the fourth sample is women's restroom. The denotation, the sign displays the text women's restroom along with a pictogram of a simplified human figure wearing a skirt, which is widely recognized as a symbol for women. Literally, the sign functions to identify the location of the women's restroom, providing clear and direct information for visitors. And next, connotation. The sign conveys meanings related to privacy, safety, and social organization. First, in terms of privacy and comfort, the sign implies the women are provided with a separate space designed to ensure comfort, security, and personal privacy, which are important considerations in public facilities. And second, regarding social norms and order, gender-specific restroom signage reflects widely accepted social convention that separate facilities based on gender. This separation is intended to maintain social order and mutual comfort among users in public spaces. And third, the modern minimalist design of the sign. Through its use of natural colors, a simple typography, and a clean pictogram connotes professionalism, modernity, and efficiency in facility management. And the last, the myth, the sign reflects broader cultural beliefs about gender and the organization of public space. First, it reinforces the normalization of gender segregation, representing gender-based restroom separation as natural, necessary, and unquestionable. And the second, the science supports the myth of institutional care, suggesting that modern public institutions are responsible for providing safe, organized, and respectful facilities for different groups. And third, clear restroom signage contributes to the image of the mall as a civilized public space where visitors' needs are carefully anticipated and managed.
Linguistic landscape. This is top-down sexual institutional control in the mall. English and symbol approach order and inclusivity.
Design recyclable, non-desecrable, and other function as a direct speech act. It instructs visitors to separate their trash correctly. Even without a common sentence, the categories clearly show what people should do. Pragmatically, the signs support clean lines and responsible behavior in the mall.
And the fifth sample is recyclable, non-recyclable, and other. The denotation, the sign displays three waste categories: recyclable, non-recyclable, and other. Each category is marked with a specific color and symbol. Green is used to represent a recyclable waste, and yellow indicates non-recyclable waste, and red represents other types of waste. The recycling symbol visually supports the classification. The sign provides clear instructions on how users should sort their trash. And next, the connotation. The sign communicates meaning that go beyond simple waste disposal. First, in terms of environmental awareness, the presence of waste separation labels suggests concern for environmental protection and sustainability. It implies the visitors are expected to be environmentally conscious and responsible in their daily actions. And the second, regarding to order and discipline, the clear categorization of waste reflects an organized system in which individuals are guided to follow rules for the sake of collective cleanliness and public order. And the third, through color symbolism. Green connotes nature and environmental care. Yellow suggests caution and awareness, while red signals restriction or heightened attention. These colors help users quickly identify categories and emphasize the importance of proper waste disposal. And the last is the myth. The sign reflects the ideology of modern environmental responsibility. First, it promotes the myth of an eco-friendly society, presenting environmental care as a defining characteristic of modern urban life. And the second, the sign reinforces collective responsibility, suggesting that protecting the environment and maintaining cleanliness is a shared duty between institutions and individuals. And the third, waste segregation symbolizes progress and modernity, implying that contemporary public spaces are expected to adopt environmentally friendly practice as part of their identity.
Linguistic landscape. This top-down seek pragmatic environmental onwards. English and symbol reflect global and sustainable value.
The sign Electronic City open daily from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. function as an assertive speech act because it provides clear information about the store name and its opening hours. Pragmatically, it helps customers know when they can visit the store, and indirectly, it also invites people to come and shop during those hours.
And the sixth sample is a commercial sign from an electronics retail store called Electronic City. The denotation, the sign displays the brand name Electronic City written in large white letters on a blue background. It is accompanied by the text open daily at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Literally, the sign informs viewers that Electronic City is an electronics retail store that operates every day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. according to Western Indonesian time. And next, the connotation. The visual elements of the sign convey meanings beyond basic information. The blue background and clean typography connote modernity, technology, and professionalism. Blue is commonly associated with trust, stability, and innovation, which aligns with the identity of an electronics store. The clear display of operating hours, such as transparency and reliability, helping customers feel confident and secure when visiting the store. In addition, its location inside a shopping mall reflects an urban lifestyle where technology, efficiency, and consumer convenience play a central role in everyday life. And the myth, the sign reflects a broader ideology about technology in modern society. The branding of Electronic City promotes the belief that technology is an essential marker or progress in modern living. Purchasing electronics products is presented as a way to achieve efficiency, connectivity, and an improved quality of life. Furthermore, the sign reinforces the myth that large, well-established retail chains guarantee product quality, trustworthiness, and access to the latest technological innovation.
Linguistic landscape. This top-down complete seek uses English for global Apple and VIB for local contact.
The sign area terpantau CCTV function as both as an assertive and directive speech act. It informs visitors that the area is monitored by CCTV, and at the same time it encourages people to behave properly. This indirect control is effective in maintaining order without using direct commands.
The seventh sample is a public sign that reads Area Terpantau CCTV, accompanied by a CCTV camera icon. The denotation, the sign displays an image of a CCTV camera along with the text "Area terpantau CCTV". Literally, this means that the area is being monitored by surveillance cameras. The visual icon supports the text and ensures that the message can be easily understood even by people who do not read the language. And the connotation, the sign conveys meaning related to surveillance, authority, and caution. The camera icon suggests that people's actions are being observed, which may encourage them to behave more carefully. The yellow background is commonly associated with warning signs, signaling alertness and drawing attention. At the same time, the sign also connotes safety and protection, implying that surveillance is intended to prevent crime, maintain order, and create a secure environment for visitors. And finally, at the mid, the sign reflects a dominant belief in modern society that technology produces safety and social order. Following Barth's concept of myth, the presence of a CCTV signage supports in public spaces. This belief has become naturalized and widely accepted, making constant monitoring appear normal and unquestionable in everyday life.
Linguistic landscape. This top-down sync target local restoring using bahasa Indonesia. The CCTV symbol have regular behavior.
The mall directory functions as an assertive speech act because it provides information about store location and facilities. The "You are here" marker indirectly guides visitors where to go. Pragmatically, the directory reduces confusion and helps visitors move easy inside the mall.
The eighth sample is a shopping mall directory sign. The denotation design functions as a comprehensive directory that lists tenants, public facilities, and service categories, accompanied by a simplified spatial map of the mall. The visual elements include standardized icons for restrooms, elevators, and escalators, as well as typographic distinctions indicating different floors such as GF, L1, L2, and UG. The dominant black background combined with gold and white text enhances a visual hierarchy and ensures readability. Next, the connotation. Several meanings emerge from the sign's visual and linguistic choices. First, the structure and systematic layout connotes authority and control, suggesting institutional regulation over space and visitor movement. The second, the clean design and consistent typography communicate professional management, implying competence, reliability, and careful planning. And third, the integration of English terms position the mall within a modern urban lifestyle and a globalized consumer culture. And finally, the emphasis on clarity and organization conveys efficiency and rationality, framing shopping as a smooth, time-efficient, and controlled activity rather than a chaotic experience. And the last, the myth. The directory sign reinforces the mall as a symbol of modernity and progress. It contrasts a narrative in which urban life is orderly, navigable, and technologically managed. Within this myth, uh, consumers are imagined as autonomous individuals who value speed, clarity, and convenience. As a result, consumerism is naturalized as a normal, rational, and even desirable aspect of modern social life.
Linguistic landscape. The history is top-down, seeing using Indonesia for local identity and English for global appeal.
The Halal Indonesia certification sign functions as an assertive speech act because it officially states that the product or place is halal. Pragmatically, it gives confidence and reassurance to Muslim consumer and indirectly encourages them to choose the certified product.
And the ninth sample is the official Halal Indonesia certification sign. First, at the denotative level, the sign displays the official Halal Indonesia logo, accompanied by a certification number. The visual design incorporates Arabic-inspired calligraphy combined with formal typography, with purple and white as the dominant colors. Literally, the sign indicates that the product or establishment has received official halal certification. Next, at the connotative level, the sign communicates several layered meanings. First, it conveys religious legitimacy, signaling that the product complies with Islamic dietary law. Second, the presence of a certification number suggests state authority, implying government regulation, verification, and institutional oversight. And third, halal certification is widely associated with safety and cleanliness, extending its meaning beyond religious permissibility to include hygiene and quality control. And the sign provides moral reassurance, reducing ethical uncertainty and enabling Muslim consumers to make purchasing decisions with confidence and peace of mind. And at the myth, the halal sign constructs what can be described as the myth of institutionalized religiosity. In this myth, religious values are protected and guaranteed through bureaucratic, the regulatory systems. Faith becomes intertwined with national governance and market practice. As a result, halal certification symbolizes not only religious compliance but also moral order, social trust, and a shared religious identity within modern economic life.
Linguistic landscape. This top-down single-only Bahasa Indonesia. It reflects national and religious identity for local audience.
The promotional Saint sale, pay to get five, function as a direct speech act. It encourages customers to buy more products by offering economic benefits. Even without direct comments, the message strongly influences purchasing decision and creates a sense of urgency.
And the last sample is a promotional sign that reads sale pay 2 get 5. Yeah, first the denotation. The sign features the phrase sale pay 2 get 5. Yeah, written in large bold letters. Pink and white are used as the dominant colors, making the sign visually striking and attention-grabbing. In smaller text, the phrase TMC apply appears indicating that certain terms and conditions apply to the promotion. Literally, the sign informs customers about a sales offer in which they can receive 5 items by paying for only 2. And next, the connotation. The sign communicates several persuasive meanings. First, it conveys abundance and excess, as the numerical imbalance between paying for 2 items and receiving 5 suggests generosity and added value. Second, the use of the word sale creates a sense of urgency and excitement, implying limited time or availability and encouraging quick purchasing decisions. And third, the dominant pink color constructs a targeted customer's identity, as pink is often associated with fashion, youth, and femininity. And the sign relies heavily on emotional appeal, prioritizing feelings of excitement and satisfaction over careful, rational evaluation of the actual need or value of the products. And the myth, the sign reinforces the myth of consumer happiness. It promotes the belief that personal satisfaction and fulfillment can be achieved through buying more at a lower cost. The promotion normalizes excessive consumption by presenting it as a smart, strategic, and desirable behavior. In this myth, a good consumer is someone who successfully takes advantage of promotional offers.
Linguistic landscape. This is about a commercial site, English and checks global image, breaks, and modernity.